We are back at it for day 65 of the Daily Bread Bible Study series, looking at Joshua chapters 5 through 7. Now, today we get to hear one of the favorite children's Bible studies, the Walls of Jericho, the Battle of Jericho. And in Joshua 5, we kind of set it up. The Israelites are not the only ones impressed by God's stopping of the Jordan. The kingdoms of the Amorites and the Canaanites have their hearts melt and their spirit leave. God is preparing his people for battle. As an additional preparation for battle, God commands his people to be circumcised, since the children born in the wilderness do not get circumcised on the journey. They wait to heal after circumcision and also observe the Passover meal. Another wonder happens too. The manna stops coming. The Israelites will eat the produce of Canaan, a sign that God is no longer having to feed them as the Lord did in the wilderness. And yet another wonder occurs. Joshua sees a man standing by Jericho with a sword drawn. Joshua confronts him, finding the man as an angel of God in command of the Lord, or the army of the Lord. Joshua bows and also removes his sandals, as this is his version of the burning bush calling encounter. After all of this meeting with God, Joshua 6 goes to the Battle of Jericho. And God has an unorthodox plan for the Battle of Jericho. Take the ark of the Lord in battle and march. In Joshua 6 verse 3, you shall march around the city, all the warriors circling the city once. Thus you shall do for 6 days. And on the 7th day, you shall march around the city 7 times. The added element to the story are the trumpets made from the ram's horn. 7 priests will blow 7 trumpets, and on the 7th day, after the 7th lap, the people will add their voices. And then in Joshua 6 verse 5, and the wall of the city will fall down flat, and all the people shall charge straight ahead. That's a lot of 7s. So Joshua instructs them, and they act according to God's plan. On the 7th day, Joshua prepares them to shout and conquer. Their new leader reminds them not to take anything as spoil for war, for everything, except Rahab's house, will be devoted to destruction as an abomination before the Lord. This command is mentioned in Deuteronomy 13, verse 16. All of its spoil you shall gather it into its public square, then burden the town of all of its spoil with fire, as the whole burnt offering of the Lord your God. It shall remain in perpetual ruin, never to be rebuilt. Do not let anything devoted to destruction stick to your hand, so that the Lord may turn from his fierce anger and show you compassion. Now when the trumpets blow, the people yell and the wall falls. The 2 spies rescue Rahab's family. The Israelites spare nothing else in accordance with Deuteronomy 13, and Joshua utters a curse if anyone who tries to rebuild this idolatrous town. Things go according to plan, with one notable issue. The issue starts in chapter 7 of verse 1. But the Israelites broke faith in regard to the devoted things. Achan, son of Camri, son of Zabdi, son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took some of the devoted things, and the anger of the Lord burned against the Israelites. Unaware, Joshua sends his troops to take on the city Ai. They are defeated, and Joshua voices his worry about future defeat. God clarifies that some things devoted to destruction have been taken, and so God became angry. Due to one person's sin, all of Israel has, as it says in Joshua 7:12, become a thing devoted for the destruction themselves. I will be with you no more, unless you destroy the devoted things from among you. Joshua receives a confession from Achan and destroys not only the forbidden objects, but also everything Achan possesses, including his life. Joshua rectifies the sin, therefore, and the Lord's anger passes. They then name the place the Valley of Trouble, or Achor. This ends our section for today. We will look on more battles in the fall of Ai, the fall of Ai, next time.